Welcome back to Elden Ring. We are at the Bellum Church. We're starting the episode here because we're going to fight our way to the Grand Lift. The last time we did activate the Point of Grace, but we skipped essentially all the enemies. I can see Hyeta is doing fine. Unfortunately, we do not have any new items for her. So in the previous episode, we did explore the entire area around the mausoleum compound. I've marked two of the now inactive mausoleums. And we discovered that there is an area we cannot access. The area directly north. And I can see these are probably towers or fortifications, maybe a settlement. It appears to be a path leading uphill. So I'm going to assume we can access it that way. Otherwise, I guess we're out of options because we can definitely not reach that area from the south. Oh, and I have these dual swords equipped we got from the Grafted Scion because I realized that we have a lot of weapons, a lot of shields, a lot of armor, and I haven't been using that many. I'm gonna make a more conscious effort between the episodes to swap some of the weapons that I'm using for the longest time and try new stuff. We do have a lot of runes, and we can purchase a good amount of crafting materials, so we can upgrade quite a few weapons. So first things first, there is the monument. We can read that again, refresh our memory. You can see the siege engine. I'm not worried about that right now. I want to deal with the soldiers that are operating the catapults. And what is this? A rune arc. Okay, before we start exploring, let's deal with the soldiers and the officers. You don't really want to fight everyone at the same time. I guess that knight is having none of it. We can deal with him. And there it is. The Grand Lift in all its glory. Well, I should say the entrance to the lift. So I can see two catapults, one more. Let's try the encampment on the right. We mostly have to deal with rank and file soldiers. He has a horn. There we go. I did like the blue enchanted sword. A few more pieces of glintstone. I want to say we have dozens of these. With all the ranged options that I have, yeah, I haven't been using these items a lot. The sheep, of course, are rolling away. Never mind those right now. We don't have to worry about this catapult. There's a skull next to the wheel. Hey, that is a lily. The yellowish ones are the lilies of Michaela. I remember Trina's lilies are white. White and green. So 2 annoying enemies. What, no items? There's a tabard. Okay, and apparently we never looted one of these. Which is surprising. We've been fighting these enemies from the very beginning of the game, unless... Hey, there's the glidstone. The cuckoo glidstone. Can't believe it took me so many hours to figure out that these glowing skulls carry runes. Managed to trample me with a horse. Alright, I'm really starting to get annoyed by these riders. I have to admit, the horse armor is very well designed. So 5 more bolts. Few crafting materials. Is there a point in jumping down there? I guess not. I want to say we dealt with most of the dangerous enemies. Let's see what else we can uncover. A few more mushrooms. Let me guess, it is not a mimic. Yep. The Great Mace. Is it really great, though? Let's find out. Should be a heavy weapon. So this is going to put us into the medium load. I'm not worried about that. Weighs 11.5 units. It's a huge bludgeon with sharp protrusions. So basically an enlarged version of the mace. The mace is a very powerful weapon and versatile. I'm going to assume this is going to send foes flying. We also have the brick hammer, which is, well, it's slightly heavier. Not by much, though. Hard to believe that the pickaxe weighs 10 units. And the mace, the Great Mace, weighs 11.5. I guess I'm going to stick to the brick hammer if I want a heavier option. Still medium load? Yeah, well, that's okay. As for this area, oh, these are the crystal buds. You can see a skull. I'm not very worried about these simply because even if you do loot a rune, it's only going to offer you about 200 runes when you use it, which for us it's essentially nothing. Oh, and I don't see anything else. You can see a ruined watchtower, and that must be the path leading to the settlement I saw. So now essentially we know how to reach that elevated plateau. And of course, speaking of elevated plateaus, I still have no idea how to reach the one to the south. I should say to the southwest. Plenty of buildings according to the map. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be so easy with that one because it appeared to be really high up. I don't know how we can access it. Maybe, just maybe, we can use one of the lifts, like the one that we used to access the Siofra River or the Anziel River, because that lift was the only one that went down far enough. For me to essentially assume that an area so high above the surface can be accessed. What is going on? I took damage. No way, right? What just happened? It reminded me of... I have no idea what the status effect was. Oh, those rats. Right, we found a church. What was the name of it? It was in the Whipping Peninsula. The Baptismal Church. That was a status effect caused by the rats. Yeah, they all had... Okay, maybe fighting agile rats is not the best idea. Or the brick hammer. Well, it's actually good for the larger rat. And we did not loot a single item. Was that rat really causing... Wait a minute, where am I? I can see a narrow path. Well, I say narrow. It's actually wide. Except for this part. So we're directly above the catapults. But... wait a minute, what about this area? No, I guess I cannot access it. At least not from this direction. No. All I can see is that ruined watchtower. Yeah, this is the same status effect. $158. There it is. How is it building up? Okay, there's something really wrong here. Just being around these rats is going to cause damage. But I'm pretty sure I was not next to a rat. Oh, there it is. You can see the effect around the character's eyes. Yep. Okay, there is a giant flame in the sky, just above the tower. But we're not in its line of sight. So it's pretty similar to Bloodborne. It was not visible before, right? Okay, we're gonna have to be extra careful here. Can I take cover? I can. I think the character is going insane. Let's try to get as far away as possible. Yeah, I think it worked. Barely. We're not in a Lovecraftian nightmare. The bird bolt. We're gonna check the description in a moment. The yellow ember. The Frenzy Flaming Tower. Yeah, kind of makes sense, honestly. Gonna run out of potions. Well, you know what I can use? Hold on. We do have the item that is going to help us with regeneration. This is not what I expected. This area looks fine so far. Except for the giant tower. These wolves are somehow unaffected by the chaos. Don't ask me how. The Howl of Sabriri. So wait a minute. I hope this is going to provide some information about how to deal with these frenzied effects. What could it be? There it is. The Flame of Frenzy we found at the Baptismal Church. This is going to shriek, building up madness. Originates from the maddening 3 fingers. Originally I thought they meant to say 2 fingers, and it was either translated or just typed as a mistake, but apparently no. The 3 fingers are something completely different. It also causes madness buildup in the caster. Makes enemies more likely to target them. That's a bizarre combination of effects. So the sickness of the Flame of Frenzy began with Sabriri, the most reviled man in all history. Of course we have no idea who Sabriri was. But what is going on up there? Yeah, I can see the frenzy building up. Can I hold on? I can see a couple of these madmen. We're gonna have to get creative. There we go. Wait, there's more. Who else is up there? Yeah, there's one more. Hold on. No, I don't think we can target them. Wait a minute. How about... Just what were they doing up here? Were they praying? Just a couple of unarmed madmen. Surprised they were able to conjure up something so powerful. Okay, we do not have any more magical pots. And I know that sounded really wrong. Let's craft a few. We only need some fireflies. Wildly found in Liurnia Lake. How many do we need? 7. We had 7. That's fine, honestly. Hey, there's another statue. Probably pointing at the Black Knife Catacombs. Well, it's a bit too late for that now. Even though, realistically, what are the chances of you finding the statue before you follow the... Wait, what? Combat what? Oh, the wolf. Yeah, about that. Oh, we... Okay, we have another charge of the flasks. That's good. Somehow I doubt you're gonna reach this area before you find the Black Knife Catacombs, but at the same time... The world is so large. You just might. You can see a tower, and I'm going to bet that we're gonna find a memory stone. Never mind the birds. That is a... Is that an armored troll giant? It is. Nice helmet, too. There we go. What was that? Did he actually kill one of the critters? Okay. I did not expect that to happen. So he can use magic, he can use some of these roars. I really don't want to get knocked off Torrent. That would be horrible for us. Somehow doubt they're gonna be weak to magical damage, or even fire damage. They're done. And I should change the talisman as well. What did I even have equipped? The turtle? Sure. You can see the ocean below us. And that is the Divine Tower. Plenty of towers, actually. There's no seal blocking the entrance on this one. So we don't have to find wise beasts. The converted Fringe Tower. Right, it is converted because I see the statue of Queen Marika. May erudition light the way. Well, we did... wait a minute. In the previous tower, let me open the map here. This was the converted tower. We had to use the gesture given us by Thops. Erudition. Solve the puzzle. Maybe I performed the gesture in the wrong location. Maybe not. But honestly, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. That is the erudition gesture. Light the way. Okay, I'm going to double check the message on the previous tower. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure this is the gesture I used though. And what happened was there was a ladder that appeared out of nowhere. Crystal darts. You can see the soldier with the spectral... Was that the spectral lance? And the great shield. And you can of course use the tombstones to platform down there, but we thoroughly explored the area. I don't think there's any point in going back down there, especially since we can't really get back up. We did get the darts, I guess. Which is something. Hold on, there is another... Somehow I don't believe there's gonna be an alternative entrance. Simply because... we used erudition in the past. Can't really hurt a check. Wait a minute, how do I... Do I really need to platform up there? Or do I need to climb down? Well, by climb I mean jump. No, I guess you're just meant to use torrent. No, I guess that's it. And speaking of erudition and Thops, we never discovered where Thops actually moved to. I wonder whatever became of him. We handed him the second glintstone key, but that was the last time we spoke with him. Near the border with Limgrave. What was the name of the church? The Church of Erith. I doubt we're gonna find anything there, though. But as always, can't hurt to pay a visit. That is just a gravestone. Where have we been down there? As always, these men sitting on chairs. What just happened? Oh, it's the bell ringing wraiths. We were ambushed by these in Liurnia, I want to say at least once. Not in this location, obviously. It was near the academy. Grey violets. And yeah, you need these items to use the bells. We can even craft some of these pots. They're not gonna help us now, though. I really don't want to use any more potions. We almost ran out. The Eye of Yellow. And the Frenzy Flame Stone. Hold on, did I pick up any more of these? I remember the Eye of Yellow. We have one more stone. We can use this to heal Chaos followers. Take care not to mistake this for its gentler cousin, which is the Warming Stone. No idea who these followers are, but let's continue exploring. You can see the ancestral followers down there. No avatar, of course. Took care of that. Right, we saw that part. Let's try to use the entrance. No idea why they needed all these fortifications. I'm going to assume they had a very good reason. More madmen. At least these are not causing madness buildups. The Frenzied Flame Village. What was the other village called? The Ailing Village. The Frenzied Cookbook. Shard of Glass, and this is the Eye of Yellow. Okay, I'm going to assume these soldiers were also driven mad. The Maddening Three Fingers. Can I not... maybe I can't really jump up there. Oh, come on. Sabriri's Woe. What does that item remind me of? It's... hold on. What exactly is it? Was that a talisman? Hold on. It is. Attracts the enemy's aggression. Disturbing likeness of a man whose eyes have been gouged out. So, this was the most reviled man in the entire history. So Sabriri had his eyes gouged out as punishment for the crime of slander. With time, the bride of the flame of frenzy came to dwell in the empty sockets. I see. Eye of Yellow, and some arterial leaf, which we haven't picked up for quite some time. Not that I really mind, though. Can only craft 1 or 2 consumables with it. The yellow embers. And let's figure out what we can craft. So we did pick up one of the recipes. So we can create clarifying boluses. So it's a record of crafting techniques left by those afflicted by the madness of the flame of frenzy. Techniques discovered in desperation. So desperation can act as a catalyst. That being said, these are the clarifying boluses. And we do have the Ducist Herba from the Siofra River, or I should say the underground ruins before the river. Can make a couple of these. We need the Eye of Yellow, and we do have 16. So let's create 5. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's make some of these magic pots. So we now have 7. We're out of fireflies. That is truly terrible. Glowstones. Yeah, I guess we're doing fine on pretty much everything else. So now we can reduce the madness buildup. That being said, what else can I do at the village? Can use Doran to access this path. Right, there's 3 more. Lord of the Frenzied Flame. So that poor soul wrote a note. I see. South of the Grand Lift lies the Frenzied Flame village. Stay well away. Of course we purchased that one. What about the Lord, though? So beneath the Leindel, which is the capital, at the very bottom lies our Lord, Lord of the Frenzied. The 3 fingers who hold us in thrall. The 3 fingers who hold us in thrall. Not sure why there's a nest there. So when we finally reach Leindel, we're gonna have to discover what actually lies at the bottom of the city. So what about the village? We accessed it from this area. Right, we accessed it from this area past the Frenzy Flaming Tower. We dealt with the madmen. And then what? There's the village. The tower that we have not solved. We have not solved it yet. Erudition is going to light the way, but it might be a bit more complicated. The previous tower was somewhat straightforward. Let's make sure that I didn't miss anything. We're gonna let the scarab get away, and oh, that is... the Frenzied Burst. Flowers. But why are they here? Oh, they're just causing frenzy. Oh, that is terrible. Okay, between the rats and the flowers, I really hope we can avoid becoming afflicted here. Highly unlikely. Yep. Pollen that causes madness. Just look at them. They're just everywhere. Golden Rune. And I'm going to assume we're directly above the mausoleum compound. Yeah, we can even jump down here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's going to get us killed. Let's avoid it if we can. Other than the yellow embers, I haven't seen much here. Oh, it's going to spew more pollen. Okay, strap in. This is gonna take a while. I'm going to assume these flowers are still somewhat weak to fire. Let's find out. What? Okay, maybe it's not weak to fire. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. At least we got what we came here for. We have the runes. question is, did I miss anything else? To think that we originally intended to explore the area leading to the Grand Lift. But you know what? It's not too late. We can come back here later. I think I'm going to come to this area, just slowly clear these flowers. But I'm not gonna bother recording. No point in doing that, now that we've seen them. And if I do discover something interesting, I can start an episode. I can start a recording right there. So, wait a minute. There is... There is something. Wait a minute. How did I miss that? Am I supposed to... Stone sword key. No, I don't see a ladder. Maybe we're supposed to come to this area from above? I wonder how they died there. Oh, you know what? I think I know how to access that area. You have to essentially go around the entire village. Originally, I thought there was no point in doing it. And of course, I was wrong. Happens all the time. So wait a minute. The path was... here. Let's find out what the rats were guarding. There we go. Flower. No, that was not from the rats. Never mind. There's a golden rune and 3 eyes of yellow. Hey, we can craft some recovery items with these, so I'm gonna consider that a decent find. Can even see the scarab. There were plenty of these near the Earth Tree, the minor Earth Tree. Which does make sense because we did get a crystal tier associated with magical attacks. So, we did explore what we could in this area. Oh, we missed the Point of Grace. Really important not to rest and essentially respawn all the enemies, including the giant troll, although the troll was only guarding the way to the converted tower. And we do not know how to access that. So these were the 2 paths leading up. I guess coming here didn't really matter. We used that path to get to the tower. What about this area? Arterial leaf. I knew it. You always get something worthwhile in these dead ends. Yeah, that was a dead rat. For a moment, never mind. Thought it was twitching, but it was not. And down there is another area and a spirit jump, which we also completely missed. Golden rune. Smithing stones. You really don't want to be running here to grab these, not with the tower effect being active. After you destroyed it, yeah, after you destroyed it, it's fine. You can explore at your leisure. What is... Oh, the wolf. Somehow the body was glitched. Okay, one last thing. Let's figure out what else we can find in this area, and of course, clear the army camps, because that's what we intended to do. But hey, now we know what we're looking for after we finally reach Red Lane Dell. The Lord of the Frenzied Flame. And who knows, maybe we're gonna figure out what the maddening three fingers are. We did come here, right? And the path was where? We could not really access it from that direction. So maybe there's nothing there. This is just the area to the side of the Grand Lift. You can see a couple of sheep and, of course, piles of excrement. Yeah, definitely not interested in these. I doubt anything changed at the Grand Lift. We're gonna need the second half of the medallion, which we do not have. If I'm not mistaken, the description mentioned the Dragon Barrow. Come on, don't tell me we're stuck here. That would be truly horrible. I don't think there's gonna be rats this time. Let's deal with that beetle. Somber smithing stone. Okay, it wasn't rats, it was bats. Because why not? Honestly, I much prefer the bats. I don't have the weapon with the gravity sorcery, though. Can't even remember. Where did I apply that to? How effective is the brick hammer? Let's find out. Okay, it's not that bad. Who knew? Bats and the brick hammer. Okay, 2 more. No, no, don't take off. You know what's the only thing missing? One of the bats that spew poison. More like harpies. But I guess we got what we came here for. All the golden runes. Eventually we're gonna use them and gain as many runes as we would have gained by killing one of these enchanted knights. But it's okay. Maybe we're in a situation where we need to use some hard runes in the inventory. Yeah, apparently people have been calling them hard runes. Learned that recently. So that camp is where we looted the giant mace. Was it the giant mace or the great mace? Can't remember. This one is also clear, and I think the great mace was inside that chest. We need to check the path from the area before the thicket. If you remember, we did fight the Knight's Cavalry in that zone. Many episodes ago, though. Hey, that is a statue of America. Left these two alive. Surprised they could withstand 2 hits. I would expect the brick hammer to just destroy the guarding enemies. There. Now the area is looking a lot better. I think we got rid of essentially all the soldiers. The mushroom. There's a few more enemies there. Wait, is that another encampment up there? What am I looking at? Did I just miss that entire area? I did see the bats, but I'm not gonna engage them. They can't really hurt us on Torrent. Just gonna outrun them. How do I access the path leading up? That's what I want to know. The horse is alive. The knight is not. Okay, I'm not gonna go after the horse. Let's focus on the task at hand. Way too many distractions. So hold on. That area... Right, Buck is there in the finger reader. That has not changed. But how do I... A butterfly. The poor knight won't even know what hit him. Or her. Every hit is going to stagger. I really like that. I forgot how nice the brick hammer was. We got the knight's helmet. And one more butterfly. So what about... Wait a minute. Is that the area we saw? Probably been down there, but it doesn't look like we can access the path. No, I guess that is it. We looted the item at a camp and... Oh, hold on. Right, so this is the area that we saw. And we got an arterial leaf. So 15 minutes of exploration, well spent. Let's leave it at that. And in all honesty, I should probably end the episode. It's been dragging on for quite some time. We do have enough healing. And I guess since we did cover this entire area, I'm not gonna bother with a ravine just yet. We can explore the path down there after we figure out what is going on around the village. So we arrived this way. The path to the side we already explored. Of course, it's safe here. Now that the tower has been cleared, the Fringe Tower, we have no idea. And there was a path with the annoying flowers. And I think I missed something. We did see a building. Let me just place one marker. Yeah, some type of building, some type of settlement. Honestly, it looks like a building. It looks like... yeah, I want to say a church or maybe a cathedral. So I'm gonna meet you around the Frenzied Flame... wait, that sounded wrong. The Frenzied Flame Village. After I've cleaned as many of the annoying flowers as I can. And if I discover something meanwhile, yeah, we're gonna record that as well. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next part with even more Elden Ring. Plenty more in this game. Wonder how many hours it will take us. It's gonna be a monumental playthrough. Either way, thanks again for watching.